And that's what it is right now. It's me and you. We're locked into the scene right now. And it's not just actually me, because I've got my second guest in the studio with me right now. And it's a timely interview as it's November, the month where we raise awareness of men's health. And now, like I said, I have my second guest in the studio. Shocka is his name. He's an artist, mental health advocate, and now author after releasing his debut book, A Section of My Life, sharing his journey with his mental health, being sectioned 4 times, diagnosed with schizophrenia, and his recovery journey. He is here today to give us the words. Shocka, how are you?
I'm good. I'm like real good. I was saying to you, like, I'm proper good, and it feels good to say that because I know what it feels like not to be good.
Exactly.
So when I'm good, I'm going to scream it out.
I love this. I love this. And your book is now out.
Yes, my book, Section of My Life, is out. It's on Amazon. I should have brought a copy, but
it's okay.
Yeah, but it's out though.
Good.
It's
How
there.
are you feeling? Because this is like, it's your life.
I know. I was saying at the book launch, it was a weird feeling because I saw the book for the first time at the book launch. So I saw it at the same time as my supporters. I saw it for the first time at the book launch. Wow. And when everyone was looking at it and putting it in their bags, I felt a way because like they're not just putting a book that's about imaginary characters. This is about my life.
Yeah. Real
life stories, real life people. It's my heart and soul in pages.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's your journey.
Yes.
And it's also a very vulnerable time of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
So actually just give us more of an insight of just your journey with your mental health. I mean, growing up, what was that like? And that's quite a big question because mental health is consistent.
Yeah.
But I guess when did you feel like maybe you didn't really understand what was happening with your mental health?
Growing up, it's weird because it's not weird, but growing up, my early ages were like smooth. I was like the cool kid, and I'm my only child.
Okay.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do.
Older, younger?
Younger.
I got no brothers and sisters. Okay. It's just me. So like you can imagine, I was spoiled. I'm the only child. I'm coming on the block with like the new tracksuits, the new trainers. Everyone's coming to my house because I've got PlayStation, Dreamcast, and all the consoles. And then in secondary school, I'm like the gallus now, fly. Do you know what I mean? And then everything's a smooth sailing, which I thought was a pro, but it was actually a con because you need adversity. People run away from adversity, but adversity is actually important because it strengthens you, you learn lessons, it shapes you as a person. I missed out on adversity when I was younger. I was like shielded from the world. So I was in my own bubble and I thought I was so cool until like my first breakdown when I lost the record deal from the label and that like smacked me in my face. That was my first taste of like things not going right and not being able to respond to it. Whereas like when you have adversity, you know that life is not, it doesn't just go right all the time. But there's something like I was speaking to someone the other day and I was like, you know, Floyd Mayweather, he's got 50-0 on his record. He's never lost a fight. And I thought, how would he take losing that one loss? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas other boxers has lost, but how would he take it? Because everything's always been win, 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 win. Yeah. And that's what it was like for me. So that first like blow of like losing a record deal was like devastating.
And then I guess that's when you entered this section of your life,
that was
which
when
is
I entered
so brilliantly
the section of my
titled,
life, which was like a blessing and a curse.
Because I wanted to ask you about this as well, because one, I don't want to give too much away because I want people to actually read the book, but also even though I guess anyone hearing about this might think, oh wow, that must have been a really, really challenging time of your life, and I'm not saying that it wasn't, but where were the silver linings for you, especially looking back now?
The silver linings are happening now. I couldn't see the silver linings then. When I was going through it then, I was like, you got to read the book because the book will make more sense. But when I was going through it then, I couldn't see like this, me having this interview with you. I probably didn't even know who you was. You didn't exist in my world then. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The world wasn't like how it is now. For some reason, everyone's just receptive towards mental health, which is a beautiful thing. But I never saw that. If I saw that, I would have been in my ward with my feet up. And everyone's like, shocked. Why have you got your feet up? I'm like, bro, what I'm going through now, everyone's going to be craving this story in 10 years. But I had no idea. I just like stuck to it and just stayed true and just kept, improve myself, getting better, share my message, and then things just aligned in my favor. And
you have been really transparent about your journey. I mean, if you're following Shocka, then good, and if you're not, you should, because you upload videos of your time when you were actually sectioned and all of that. What propelled you to do that then? Because it can feel like a very vulnerable time, and there's a lot of stigma around being sectioned and diagnosis.
And I'm African, I'm Nigerian as well. So
we don't talk about, well, I'm Caribbean, but we don't talk about these things.
And then but that's the reason what gave me all the energy to want to do it, because I never had that person. And I sat there and I thought, I got two roads I can go down. I can go down this road where I pretend like nothing ever happened and just blend in with society, get my job, pretend that nothing happened, or I can go down this road and just take the risk, step out, be the first to do it, say what I have to say, and leave a trail for the person at home that's going through what I went through. And I was like, that road makes so much sense, because I wish someone did that for me.
Yeah.
Because I had no one around me had been sectioned before, so I had no one to talk to.
Yeah.
And it's not a cool thing to talk about. You don't just meet someone, hey, I got and what I got sectioned with is like probably one of the worst diagnoses in society. It's not like depression, anxiety. This is schizophrenia.
Yeah.
If you don't know what schizophrenia is, that's the one where like you're seeing delusions and hearing voices. That's the scary one. So that even knocked me back even more to want to talk about it. So I think that's the bravest decision I've made in my whole life, was like saying, do you know what, I'm just gonna say my truth.
And now you're receiving the fruits of this beautiful decision.
Yeah.
When you were in that section of your life, which is the book, I'm plugging again, what did you need more of, that maybe you were like, I wish more people responded to me in that way? Because we don't know, I think, as a society and as a communal how to respond to someone that says, I was sectioned or I have schizophrenia. What are the responses that you needed then?
Do you know what? I needed more people to share what they had been through. Obviously, people are doing it now, but at that time, because I thought I was alienated. I thought everyone was just perfect. Do you know what I mean? My mum had never shared her experiences of depression or any mental health issues. My aunties never, my uncles never, my friends never. Everyone was just acting so cool. It's only when I started sharing that people are pulling me to the side and saying, yo, this happened to me, or like, the reason why you haven't seen my mum before is because she's got bipolar, so we've been hiding. I'm like, oh. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, maybe I had to crack, maybe there's nothing that I just had to go down this path the way I went down it. Yeah,
exactly. And like I said, in the book, you share your journey, but you also encourage other people to reflect on their mental health. It's got
poems in the book.
Tell us more about like the framework of the book.
I'm always trying to like provide value in some sort of way. And I thought me just writing about my story, even though my supporters want to know my story, but it's like, do you know what I mean? It's just a book just about me.
I think there's enough value in that.
But no, which is true. But like, I wanted to definitely make sure there's something you can get from it. So like, I turned it into like a journal kind of thing, and I asked like important questions that you've probably never asked yourself before. And people are really receptive to that part. A lot of people have been messaging me saying that questionnaire part that you've got in the book made me think. I've never asked myself about what my purpose is, or I got questions about tests. I've never asked myself if what I'm going through is a test. Sometimes I thought it might be a punishment. Do you know what I mean? It's just changing people's perspectives on how they look at things.
Which I think is beautiful. And I think, like you said, we are in a time now where we're more receptive to those questions.
Yes.
So it's titled A Section of My Life. What is this section of your life now called?
Ooh, greatness.
I like this.
This is the greatness era. This is like the showtime. You know, like when you've been training for so long and then someone says, you know, like how you just said we're on in, know what I mean? Someone's like, yo, it's all that stuff you did. Yeah. Whether you're ready or not, it's time. So like, this is showtime.
Do you think
now.
This is your calling?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, it's definitely a part of it. It's definitely a major part of it. I know it's my calling because I never called myself to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's not something and I wasn't in school saying, oh my God, I'm going to get sectioned at 26. And then, whereas music, I called myself to do it. I literally liked music and wrote lyrics and had dreams about selling out stadiums. Whereas like this thing I'm doing, I never dreamt about it. I never dreamt about being on a mental ward and then coming out and doing TED Talks and writing books. So this is like God's plan. That's why I'm just following it, because I'm like, this is bigger than me. Let me just follow it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas music, I really craft it out and like, you know what I'm saying? But this one, like, I don't know. It's something. It feels like there's a hand just moving me places. Do you know what I mean? So, and I trust the hand that's moving me. Yeah. So
I love this. Yeah. Right. So what have you got coming up that we need to be looking out for?
What have I got coming up? What have they missed? I just did a documentary with ITV.
Amazing.
With Alex Beresford.
Is it on TV?
It's on ITVX. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back to ITVX now. It's called Black Boys Can Cry. It's a beautiful documentary. I did another documentary as well, which is being screened around the country. I'll let you know when we get the rest of the dates. So if you want to come, you can come to that. I got my album coming out. It's called Vulnerability is the New Cool. It's a powerful album. I'm so proud of it. I got like so many shows coming up. I got one this Saturday at Faces. It's a charity event. There's just so much going on. Just follow my Instagram. That's where everything is.
What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Shocka_artist.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in and just sharing.
Thank you for having me, man.
No problem.
I stormed into your DMs.
I'm always here for people being vulnerable because I feel like you have to walk through vulnerability to get to courage. And that's what you're doing right now. Because there's so many people going through this in isolation and they don't have to.
Definitely.
So thank you. I need to fit in a track before the news. So thank you very much, Shocka. One more time, what's the title of your book?
Section of My Life. Amazon, go get it.